we're ready to go. Light on set, racing and telling stories was one of the first to ping out. Speedy Com showing speed in the blue colours, or the blue sleeves, heading up towards the lead. Dead Eye Dick holding an inside alley. And Liberty's Torch has ridden hard to go forward. Viger's ridden like he stole it going down the back of the course. And then deeper out on the track, Trey DC telling stories. Medaglia Veloce gets back. And now back behind those Kowloon kids, starting to improve about 4 wide, getting off those Stroke of Magic, Cinnamon, Lavology. They find their order. Liberty's Torch, he found the front Viger and he goes away 2 in front of Dead Eye Dick. Speedy Com's 1 off the fence. Trey DC looks to be travelling deeper as they work down the side towards the 5. 2 lengths back then to Kowloon Kid, working through the gears out deep from telling stories. And Medaglia Veloce is closer to the inside. Stroke of Magic well back with Cinnamon, Lavology inside the 4. And Liberty's Torch had to work but comes around the turn at the 3. A narrow leader. Tradici's on the scene, goes out after it. Speedy Com just battling here. The favourite not going on with it. Kowloon Kid goes past it with Medaglia Veloce. And Dead Eye Dick closer to the inside, still with a chance. Trey DC, Medaglia Veloce, Kowloon Kid. They're coming now. Medaglia Veloce hit the front. Kowloon Kid can't go with it. And Medaglia Veloce racing away for Vanessa Arnott and wins it well. Medaglia Veloce 2.5 to Trey DC. Kowloon Kid, Speedy Com 4th. And then Stroke of Magic in that bunch. Well back in the field then Lavology telling stories out wide. Liberty's Torch knocked up from Cinnamon. And Dead Eye Dick wasn't that far away, straightening for the run home, but he's finished back towards the tail. Medaglia Veloce, number 4. Vanessa Arnott, Gary LaFoe Jr. Disco in the winning circle. And had a nice handy run just off the speed and was able to work into it coming around the turn. Kowloon Kid on that wide run was moving into it. Trey DC was there applying the pressure, and Speedy Com had a pretty good run in transit but didn't find a lot once they balanced up. And Medaglia Veloce with nice momentum has gone right on with it. Start 17 to record its first win this afternoon. And as we mentioned, it did race pretty well over the carnival behind the likes of Junior Burger and Borlung in a lot harder races than this, and then had its last run at Catherine in a 0 to 64 behind Black Hat and didn't disgrace there. So first up this afternoon gets it done. Second goes to 10, Trey DC. Third to 2, Kowloon Kid. It sort of looked like it was going to go on with it and just held its ground late in front of 6. And that's Speedy Com, the favourite, back in 4th in front of 5, telling stories. So 4, 10, 2, 6, 5 in 1, 10, 7, 1. And the winner, Medaglia Veloce, he's a 5-year-old brown gelding, Medaglia Doro Artful Whisper for Graham Rogerson, PJ Favretto and G.R. Wilson, trained by Gary LaFoe Jr., Disco LaFoe and Vanessa Arnott in the saddle. Good effort. Second goes to 10, Tradici, a 4-year-old Bale Brown mare, Bernardini, lucky 13 for Emma Steele, Paul Denton. Another good solid performance in that class. And third to 2, Kowloon Kid, a 4-year-old chestnut gelding, Schwarzer Grand Excess for Gary Clark, Kim Gladwin. So Speedy Com, the 6 in 4, and 5th goes to 5, and that was telling stories. Dead Eye Dicky was over on the fence, sort of straightening up. He wasn't far away, but just couldn't run it out late. Stroke of Magic closed off late there towards the end. Liberty's Torch really used up to try and get to the front and was there for the taking in the straight. So we're just standing by for this winner to come down the race. Looks like it was first home, but it'll be last back into the mounting enclosure. Number 4, Medaglia Veloce. Start number 17. Win 1, a couple of minor placings, and that win this afternoon takes its prize money up towards the $20,000 mark. And Vanessa got a bit of a kick out of that, I reckon. She went to the line giving a little pat on the head, so well done there for the connections. And Vanessa in the winning circle this afternoon. Vanessa Arnott with her first one of the day. We stand by for correct weight, folks.